So yeah, let's get stuck in, man. Let's do it. There's one, I think the green one is for pet hair as well.
Is it?
Yeah. Mate, I researched this shit, you see. Because they've got like an industrial strength one called James.
Right.
It's fucking massive and blue. And I ordered this one thinking it was that, but it was a Henry. I was like, oh, fuck you, Henry. Shitty Henry. We are at the Southwest Mecca Muscle Machine. Today's going to be a bit of a slow-paced. I'm not fully recovered yet from the show. We're 4 days after the Mr. Universe. I'm still pretty beat up, to be honest with you, but I wanted to start getting some content in, reviewing my off-season as we move forward, and just sharing the process with you, really. So today's delts, arms, a little bit of chest. It's like a push focus session. Some of the judges' feedback was I need a little bit more around the delts, which is typical because my delts used to be awesome, but I had a terrible back. I've brought my back up and now my delts are a little bit lacking. So we're going to push the delts hard this year, probably a little bit more on the arms. But today, as I said, it's not going to be anything crazy. I'll just talk you through like what a little session looks like for me. We can do a little wrap up of the season. I'll run you through it, how it went this year, a few things we did differently because the look I was very happy with. And yeah, take a look at the gym. It's one of the best gyms in the Southwest at the moment. So yeah, let's get stuck in, man. I normally, after starting with a sort of isolation movement, I normally move into a compound movement. Today, we'll Smith press, nice and easy to fail on. I'm probably not going to take the set to complete failure again because I'm pretty vulnerable at the moment. You know, it's a very easy time to tear things, to mess things up. So we'll just play with it, see how it feels today. 1 or 2 working sets, that'll be more than enough. And yeah, this is a really nice smooth Smith actually, so it should be a good one to get stuck into. First set felt pretty good. Pulled the weight back a bit on this one. We'll go a bit further. Might take this one past failure. We'll put a rest pause in or something. But again, all the supplements are out. Food's not super high. So we'll see how we go. Yeah. We'll do a rest pause on this. That felt quite comfortable, so a few breaths and we'll go again for a couple spins. So with the set past failure, I'll always try and fail on that eccentric movement, just make the most of it on the way down. You can get a lot more tension doing that. And as I said, on a Smith or a machine, you can always fail safely. So it's you know, if that was a barbell, I'd be getting squashed then. Man, that's such a nice movement, dude. So we'll do another working set. Again, this one, tend to do high reps with this one, somewhere in between the region of 12, 20, plenty of pump, plenty of blood flow. Not really the heaviest movement, it is kind of hard to load this one, but if you focus on the contraction, tempo, yeah, you can definitely work this to failure. So. you'll probably notice at the moment when I'm just hitting those sort of big grinder reps, normally when I'm fully fed, plenty of gear in, you know, and recovery's a bit better, we probably grind through reps like that. But at the moment, obviously off the back of a show, food's still quite low. There's no I'm basically natty, mate. I'm half natty right now. We don't want to be going for those big grinders. We're just sort of, as soon as we're hitting that point, we're stopping, and we don't want to dig ourselves into a hole before the off season's even started. So that's the thinking at the moment. Mate, I've got to say, like, it's made a difference. Like, it seems to have, yeah, my blood work has never been so good, and you know, how are we looking? Warm-ups I'm not precious with really. Like, I know some guys like quite low reps with their warm-ups. Some guys like to do sort of like feeder sets of 8 to 10. I'll just play with the movement, a couple of sets just till it feels good. And when I'm at the weight that feels good, I'll work it. You know, I'm not one of these guys that's like religiously logging everything. But there is a time and place for that. Just with a body part like mine, like chest, that responds well, there's no real need to be doing that. So just get in, hit it, get out. So with this workout, this is one of my push workouts. I'll just put one chest movement in. I'm quite lucky in that my chest responds very, very easily. So we'll do, you know, 2 working sets a week at the moment for chest. And that seems to be keeping it ticking over. Obviously, if you think about recovery as a currency, you can only spend so much on each body part. So for me, my arms and delts are lacking. So I need to pull back on my stronger body parts and put a little bit more emphasis on the weaker ones. And that's the best way to think about recovery, really. Naughty, mate. Ow. Feels good. Right. That was a push session with a delt focus. We are 4 days after the PCA Universe. Took 3rd in the lineup. 8 very, very good class 1s. It's a bit of an eye-opener, to be honest. The chap who won, Craig, was really balanced head to toe. To be honest, I feel like I'm knocking on the door with it. I had feedback from a lot of people saying one more off season, and I should be winning shows of that level. It's the first international show I've ever done, so it was cool to see all those different physiques of people that you don't follow on social media, and you see them turn up, and it's like, wow, the Hungarian guys, Iranian guys, Korean guys, really, really good physiques. So that was a great experience. But yeah, that's the end of my season now. I'm going to take a year off, and I'll look to compete the back end of 2024 now. That's the plan. As we all know, good physiques are made in the off season. The hard bit is the off season, eating the food, the hard training. So that's where I'm going to make the biggest difference, I think. I think probably another 7 or 8 pounds, and I'll be where I need to be. This year, in between my first show And the second show, we actually managed to stack on about 7 pounds of solid stage weight, just using a proper rebound. So I'm confident with a year, you know, we should be able to repeat that, no problem at all. I'm going to be working with Matt for the year. He's been a diamond through prep, been really good working with him. So I think now we've found the formula to improve, we should be able to run that, no problems at all. So as far as the season went, first show, very successful, the Saxon at the beginning of April. Obviously won the class, lost the overall to James Llewellyn, an ex-IFBB pro. I knew it was going to be tough standing next to him. When I first got into bodybuilding in 2008, that was the first show I ever went to see in Nottingham, and that was the year that James turned pro. So getting to stand next to him in a lineup was absolutely wicked. I wasn't surprised that he beat me. He's got some killer shots, but it was nice that they put us in the middle and made us work for it. You know, I did feel like maybe I could have took him on 1 or 2, but it was a great lineup. Dude's an absolute legend, so that was really cool. And as I said, we rebounded from that show into the Universe. Managed to put on 7 pounds. I've never been so full on stage. Probably sacrificed a little bit of dryness and condition, but we wanted to play the fullness game, particularly because I knew Craig, who ended up winning it, he can be quite slight and very, very dry. So I wanted to give something for the judges to look at as a bit of an opposite. But yeah, it's been a good season. Plenty of food on the road ahead. I'm going to need quite a lot to fill out. We ended up carbing up on 3 days, 2,000 gram carbs the first day, 1,800 gram carbs the second day, 1,500 the third. And as I said, we were very, very full. But you know, that gives you some idea on the level of food I'm going to need over the next year to grow. So I think main targets for next year will be managing digestion, managing recovery, and trying not to get injured, all in all, as you know, we move up the weights. But yeah, that's a wrap on this season. I'm going to try and do some more videos like this throughout the off season, keep everyone posted. All supplements taken care of by Insight Sups. So if you do need anything, intra-workout, post-workout, protein food, whey, get on Insight Sups, use my code SWAN10. As far as the channel goes, like, share, subscribe. I want to try and share this round, get a bit more exposure for everyone involved. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, much appreciated.